I wonder if Michael and Orion are related. But even if they are, they wrong for doing Michael like this. Look at this.
You're so wrong for this. Look, watch.
I see her. She's extremely
He got the
beautiful.
crown on him.
Oh, Michael.
Please be seated.
She's in front of
Help me,
his
I can
whole
do this.
family. Rejected him just like that. Wow. Hey y'all, it's your captain for all things creative coming at you with the Married at First Sight season 17 Denver episode 1 review. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome. This is a new show that I'm doing. It's the same people that brought to you Love is Blind. So, this is a similar and interesting experiment that I've watched for a long time. But really starting with the season with Chris and Paige. And I've just marveled at how much I think the experts are playing with these people's lives. And this season, it just became so obvious that a lot is needing to be changed with the show. So I just decided to give it a go at reviewing. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And let's get into the couples. This was just ridiculous. Emily and Brennan. Now, I had to just give the experts a side eye this season for this. Pastor Cal, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pia, you might need to pay for your crimes if this couple goes through emotional distress. Because Emily has never been in a relationship ever before, right? So she's supposed to be getting married. And basically, her friends even were roasting her for being selfish and never focusing on other people in her life. She says she only makes it to 3 days and usually gets ghosted. But on the bright side, her parents have been together for 30 years. So she does have, I guess, an image in her mind of a successful long term partnership based on how she grew up. But she herself may not have acquired the tools to work on and maintain a relationship. So I could be wrong about her not being ready to get married, but she does have drive and grit, I guess, in terms of her work life, since apparently she's an account executive who has had career success according to her bio. So she might be more mature than she seems. And I did some digging on all of the couples because episode 1 they don't show us too much, but according to Meow, right, it says she's a travel enthusiast, prefers to keep her personal life private as well. So she's a private person, and her partner is supposed to be Brennan. Now, Brennan, he's very serious about marriage. He never wants to get a divorce. He's a New Yorker, like me, and also he's a consultant who has real estate broker experience. His parents apparently had arguments in their relationship, but they stuck together since apparently no one in their family has ever gotten divorced. And because he's a New Yorker, he might be blunt at times. And also, it seems like he could be stingy or, on the positive side, I guess, super financially responsible since, like, the wedding vows included his family warning Emily that he is somebody who will check each line of each receipt to make sure that they don't spend a penny more than necessary. So I don't know about this right now. I know the groom is very serious, but the bride, she's not seeming that serious, especially uh, based on her track record and a little bit how she behaved at the bachelor party too. But back to Brennan, according to Meow, Says Brennan mentioned that he prefers sleeping alone in bed, and he has a habit of rotating pillows so they don't feel neglected and receive equal love. Brennan also made it clear that divorce is not an option, which makes his decision to be on the show more interesting. And he also said that women tell him he's the best sex they've ever had in their entire lives. So, based on his own admissions, he's maybe depending on the bride also having the same serious attitude about marriage. But again, the experts paired him with someone unserious. So I don't know about this couple. It does make me side eye the experts. Why would you do that to this man who's very serious about this thing? Do not know. So next we have I wanna say Orion and Lauren. I don't know if it was Orion or I forgot how to pronounce it. Please forgive me. I'm gonna call him. I'll alternate between Orion and Orion. I'll say both Orion and Lauren. So this is another couple that made me side eye the experts. They might have to pay for their crimes. This couple does not work out like I think they might not work out. Lauren, she says that her mother's dying wish was for her to marry a strong, masculine man. And Lauren herself seems like she wants a traditional marriage with traditional gender roles. She is an African American budget officer who really wants her partner to learn about her culture. She celebrates Kwanzaa and all that kind of stuff. And she is also someone who identifies as queer. So she knows that she will always be attracted to women, but on her own quote on Meow, she says, um, I'm not really big on labels. This is Lauren, a quote from her. But I would say if I had to identify as anything, it would be queen. I love men, I enjoy women, but I really just want to be married to a man. So have this woman who, again, her mother's dying wishes for her to be like a traditional marriage with a strong male. Who do they pair her with? Orion. This is a Native American man who is more fluid when it comes to gender. So he says he has a masculine and strong feminine side, which has lead into to the extent that he's even dated men. But he's also well endowed according to the bachelor party. They're talking about his birth certificate or something like that. And he's an electrician. And he also wants to teach people about his culture. And according to Mia, it says he has had his share of surface level relationships and expects his future wife to be introduced to Native American heritage. So you have two people who are very much into their cultures and want the other partner to appreciate it and want to teach the other person about their culture and pass that on. And you have two queer people. And I think the experts saw that and was like, oh, two queer people who like their culture. But at the end of the day, again, the dying wish of Lauren's mother was for it to be in a traditional marriage with like a more traditional masculine kind of guy. And Orion is not seeming like that. And again, with the whole culture thing, the fact that they're both very strong about their culture makes me wonder if it's going to work, you know? But we shall see. I do not know. Next, Cameron and Claire. They were a little more, how do I say? A little more boring, to be honest. So there wasn't much about them in the episode, so I did a lot of digging for them. But they still seem to be nice people. And I actually think that maybe Cameron could be good for Lauren instead. But I'll get into how I would match these couples later, but let's get into Cameron. Cameron is originally from New Zealand, who's already open to other cultures, open to traveling, right? He overcame a lot of fears in his life, and he kind of lives like a daredevil now. His folks says that he's picky though, and he did leave his full-time job in 2022 to start a business venture called Broken Carbon, which seems to be about bike repair. And according to Meow, it says Cameron wants a partner who has his back and with whom he can build a family. Cameron also emphasized that he wants a safe space and open and honest conversation with his partner. Claire, on the other hand, she's the youngest person on the cast, right? She's a therapist, and apparently she was a quadruplet. One of her siblings is no longer with us on this side of paradise, right? Um, so she said she felt like she saw the signs, and that drove her to help others. And I feel like she might be actually an unofficial expert to all the other couples like we've seen in the past. Since the experts are missing a lot in these episodes usually, and so one person usually steps up to help the other couples, when they have their meetups and group meetings. Last season it was Nicole in Nashville. So for this cast, I could totally see Claire, stepping into her helping others and advice, therapy bag. And this is her, I guess, info that I found on Meow. It says Claire Kerr bravely faced and overcame an eating disorder. In a now deleted Instagram post, she candidly discussed her battle with the disorder and her triumph over it. Claire is looking for a family man who's emotionally intelligent. However, a Reddit user revealed that Claire has gone on around 200 dates but failed to find her ideal man. So, again, I don't know about this couple. I don't get super upset at the experts about them, but I kind of do feel like Cameron might be a little better for Lauren because he's adventurous. He's already gone outside his culture, and I don't know. We'll see. Next, this is Rebecca and Austin. Okay, Becca is a photographer. She's got pink hair. She's eccentric. And she has a condition that gives her chronic pain in her back. And she also has endometriosis. She wants to find the typical Colorado male, according to Meow, who somewhat matches her adventure and creativity, as per Westworld. That's what they say. And actually, when I saw her, I felt like she'd have been more perfect for Michael because she is also eccentric like him, and she's very appreciative of life. I don't think she would, be as superficial as whoever his other bride was. But again, I'll get to my matches later. Next, Austin, her groom to be. He's in sales and he has a female roommate that he's known for 10 plus years who was hugging on him in the episode, which made me side eye. That's apparently his mom also doesn't seem excited about him getting married, either because she knows her son well and is tired of his unseriousness, or she might be like a lot of parents who don't want to let go of their kids and don't think anybody's good enough for their son. He also has love. This is from Mia. Love for independent and motivated people, and that is reflected in his search for his future wife. So he wants his partner to be independent and motivated. And he also wants his wife, again, to be independent and motivated. Who is next? Okay, Michael and the Mystery Man. This is the number one situation that made me very upset at the experts. They set this man up to look like a fool. Not only did the bride not show up, but apparently the crown and the sword that he had was given to him by the bride. So she made him dress up and make a fool of himself before she made a fool out of him and not married him. So that was so wrong. I hope Michael gets justice. Michael himself, he's in tech, and according to Meow, says that he wants to take his future wife out on date nights. And he would love to travel the world with her and do all the finer things in life. He further shared on Meow that I'm looking for a woman who's at her core really sweet, thoughtful, and a caring woman. He said he's a very affectionate person. And he also added that sex is very important to him and one of the biggest displays of how people feel about each other, he thinks, is sex. So I'm upset that he got jilted. And I'm glad that they didn't give the runaway bride camera time, because I think that's going to discourage people who come from the show for fame instead of marriage. So all of the interviews that she did with her family, and even if she went to the bachelorette party, the producers edited her out, as they should have. But according to the streets, Michael does get justice, and he's going to be with Chloe, who we did not meet yet. Apparently, she was like a runner-up match for him. But if it were me, again, I would have matched Michael with Becca, because again, Becca, she's also eccentric. You know, she's got the pink hair. She doesn't take life lightly because, you know, of all that she's been through with her chronic pain and all of that. And she likes adventure and creativity. And we saw Michael was like boxing, and he was open to, you know, do the crown and the sword and all that stuff. So I would have put Michael with Becca. And then I would put Austin with Emily because again, Emily never been in a relationship before, and then Austin has that mystery long-term relationship with his female roommate for 10 plus years. So he seems like he could also, you know, encourage Emily to be, you know, more serious about relationships, since he clearly can like respect and be in a friendship or relationship for a long time, but the stakes aren't as high for him as they are with Brennan, who never wants to get divorced, you know. So I wouldn't have done that to Brennan, pairing him with someone who ain't never been in a relationship at all. So I think Austin would have been good with Emily. And again, I would put Brennan with Lauren, since Lauren says she's open to dating outside her race, and she's very strong about her culture. So she teaching Brennan about her culture probably would work more. And the fact that he left New Zealand, he's open to, you know, being in another culture and country, and he's always adventurous. He would go hunt for Kwanzaa candles with her, I think. But yeah, the fact that Orion or Orion also strong about his culture, I don't think it'd be such a great match. So maybe Orion could go with Chloe or the mystery bride. And maybe we could keep Cameron and Claire, since that's the couple I know least about and see the least problems with. But we shall see. So what do you think about these couples in episode 1? Put your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you for episode 2 way sooner than this, because, like I said, I had to do some digging. But hopefully I'll post a lot faster next week. And no matter what, remember, you're the master of your fate and the captain of your soul.